All right, looks like we are live. Welcome to another ETC match. Today will be Team Switzerland against United Kingdom. As always, we'll begin with 3-3-3 and the away team being United Kingdom. So first up will be Rosalind. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. That's clean. 8-5-6. Second attempt. 8-1. And third attempt. The last clean as well. 36-9-9. Thank you. Next up will be Robert. You've got 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 6-0. Second attempt. That will be a scratch. And third attempt when you're ready. Next will be Tom. Hey Tom, you can have 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Thank you. 1892. Yes, second attempt. Yep. 1888. Chocolate. Nice. And third attempt. Yep. 1874. Very consistent times there. And finally for UK, we'll have Matthew. 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 1886. Second attempt. That'll be a scratch. And third attempt. Ah. All right, we move over to Team Switzerland. First will be Silas. You can have 2 warm-ups. If you can lower the camera just a little bit so I can see the timer and Matt as well, that would be great. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, first attempt. Thank you. That's 2484. Yep, you can reset and have your second attempt. Yes. 2305. And third attempt. Yep. Let's see, scratch, I was right. Next will be Melanie. 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 2002. Second attempt. 3121. And third attempt. 2701. Next, we'll have Serena. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 2083. Second attempt. 3408. And third attempt. 7206. All right, and finally we'll have Lucas. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. If I can see your timer real quick. Yeah, thanks. Oh, won't be a scratch, I'm afraid. Yeah, second attempt. 2102. And third attempt. Yep. 2641. All right, that concludes 333. We'll move on to doubles, starting with Rosalind and Dion. So, Rosalind, you can do 2 warm-ups first up. All right, first attempt for you. 2. All right, over to Dion. You can do 2 warm-ups as well. 1st attempt. Yep. 7725. Yep. Alrighty, and back to Rosalind for your second attempt. 8609. And Dion, your second attempt. Yep. 8292. And Rosalind, your third attempt. 732. And Dion? Yep, your third attempt as well. 7294. All right. Next doubles pair will be Tom and Matthew. All right, we've got you all lined up. You can do two warm-ups, Tom. First attempt. Yep. I believe that was clean. 10,017. Yeah. Matthew, you can do your two warm-ups. First attempt. Seven. And back to Tom. You can do your second attempt. Yeah, all good. Well, I believe that was a slider there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll unfortunately have to scratch that attempt. Do you still want to do your second attempt, Matthew?
No, it's all right, don't worry.
All right, we'll move on then to Tom again. You can do your third attempt. Yep. That was 8359. And Matthew, your third attempt. Six, 947. All right, that was it for UK. We'll move over to Switzerland. First, we'll have Silas and Melanie. You can do two mops, Silas. First attempt. Yes. Seven, six, six. Yes, and two warm-ups for you, Melanie. First attempt. Three, seven, seven. Right, Silas, you can do your second attempt. Yep. 916. And second attempt for Melanie. Seven, two, three, four. And back to Silas for your third attempt. Yep. Twelve, seven, five, four. And third attempt for Melanie. Seven, four, seven. All right, last doubles pair will be Serena and Sumaya. Serena, you can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Seven, two, four, two. And 2 warm-ups for Sumaya. First attempt. Eight, three, two, eight. Back to Serena, you can do your second attempt. Seven, three, three. And Sumaya. Seven, five, five, zero. And third attempt for Serena. Whoops. Second, 17, 7, no, 17, 1, oh, 7. And third attempt for Sumaya. And 4, 4, 3. 1 second, I need some brackets here. All right, that concludes doubles. We'll move on to the next event, being 363. First will be Rosalind. All right, you can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Eight, 5, 3, 7. Second attempt. Well, no, that was another row coming there. This is scratch, then third attempt. Two, four, five, nine. Next up is Robert. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. That's a scratch. Second attempt. Two, four, five, one. And third attempt. A scratch. Next will be Dian. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. Yep. Four, one, three, seven. Yep. Second attempt. Yes. Two, eight, seven, seven. And third attempt. Yep. Two, four, five, four. Finally, for UK, we'll have Matthew. You have two warm-ups. First attempt. 37-0. Second attempt. Ooh, 221, 5. And third attempt. Six, 36, 1. We go over to Switzerland with Silas being the first one. You can have two warm-ups. First attempt. Yep. Four, seven, eight, 4. You can have your second attempt. Yep. Zero. And third attempt. Yep. Two, eight, 1, 8. Next will be Melanie. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. 604. Second attempt. 6-3-2-3. And third attempt. Well, that won't be a scrum. Next, we'll have Serena. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 6-2-9. Second attempt. 7-6-4-7. And third attempt. 3-5-7-9. Finally, for Switzerland, we'll have Lucas. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Thank you. 3-0-0-8. Second attempt. Yep. Oh, scratch. Yep. Third attempt. 3-2-4-6, I believe. Yep. All right, we move on to timed 3-6-3 relay. So we'll have UK being lined up. Right, looks like we're good to go. So Robert, you can do your first attempt. 2-7-2-4. And Tom? Yep. 63-2. And Dion? Yep. 2-67-6. And Matthew? 2-62-3. Very solid on that. Back to Robert, you could do your second attempt. 2-50-0. And Tom? Yep. 2-52-7. And Dion? Yep. 55-0. And Matthew? 2-43-0. All right, third attempt back to Robert. 2-6-0. Tom? Yep. you 54.9. And Dion? Yep. Four, 564. Oops. 4, 5, 6, 4. And Matthew. 226. All right, so the time to beat for Switzerland will be 10:65.5. We'll get you lined up. All right, we will start with Silas. You can do your first attempt. Thank you. Three, 1, 2, 7. Melanie. 2, 5, 0, 9. And Serena. 34. And Samia. I can't see the last digit. 263. Let me see. 5. And back to Silas. Yep. Oh, 6, 1. And Melanie. 2, 3. And Serena. 2, 7, 9, 9. And Samia. 450 or 1. All right, and on your third attempt, Silas, you can go when ready. Yep. Four, 3, 1, 7. And Melanie. 5. And Serena. 3, 6. And Samia. 264, 3. Right, we'll move on to cycle, starting with Rosaline. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. 13, 6, 6, 7. Oops. 13, 6, 6, 7. Second attempt. 762. And third attempt. Eight, three, seven. Next up will be Dian. You can do 2 warm-ups. Yeah, first attempt. Eight, eight, eight. Second attempt. Yep. 72. And third attempt. Yep. Sixteen, 193. All right, we move on to Tom. You can do 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Yep. And third attempt. Yep. It's 10, 0, 6. All right, and finally we'll have Matthew. You will have 2 warm-ups. First attempt. Six, 3. Second attempt. Oh, that's unfortunate. Third attempt.
Yeah, another one.
Dang it. Alrighty, over to Switzerland and Silas. You can do two warm-ups. You can adjust the camera just a little upwards. Oh, sorry for interrupting that. Yeah, you can redo that. Just so I can see the top of the 10 stack. I don't think I can see that now. Yeah, yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, you can just do your second warm-up again. First attempt. Yep. 12, 1, 1, 8. Second attempt. Yep. 17280. And your third attempt. Yep. It's 8205. All right, next will be Melanie. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. And second attempt. 1 unsure about company. 1368.8. And third attempt. 7331. Right, next will be Serena. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. 7, 3. Second attempt. 14719. And third attempt. Ah, it's unfortunate. Lastly, we'll have Simea. You can do two warm-ups. First attempt. Or second attempt. Seven, 9, 3, 1. All right, that concludes cycle. We'll move on to the final event, being head-to-head cycle. And we'll start off with UK. Looks like we've got you all lined up. So, Rosalind, you can do your first attempt. Scratch, I'm afraid. Would the rest of you still like to do your attempt, or should we move on?
No, man, please.
Moving on. Okay, I think we're moving on. All right, Rosalind, you can do your second attempt. Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah. Thanks, Simon, for being awake. We'll go to Switzerland. We'll get you lined up. Yeah, thank you, Silas. We'll just wait until the rest are on the screen. Okay. Name 472. Melanie? Five. Oops, I need 1 second. Yep, so right now. Seven. And Samaya. Nine, 6, 3, 6. All right, that's the first point to Switzerland. We'll go back to UK. Yeah, Rosalind, you can do your second attempt. Nine zero zero six. Oops. 906. And Robert. One. 0. And Dion? Yep. Seven, 8, 3, 9. And Matthew. 7, 3, 8. All right, we move over to Switzerland. Yeah, just 1 second, Silas. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yep, you can do your second attempt. Ten, 0, 1, 1. And Melanie? 6, 9, 5, 9. And Serena? 10, 5, 9, 7. And Sumaya? 10, 8, 2, 1. All right, that makes the score a 1, 1. And so we'll move on to a third time. Back to UK. All right, seems you're ready to go. Rosalind, you can do your third attempt when you're ready. Nine, 0, 5, 5. And Robert? 7, 2, 9. And Dion? Yep. 7, 4, 8, 8. And Matthew? 7, 0, 0, 7. Okay, and back to Switzerland. Yep. We can start with Silas. Yeah, thank you. It's 8, 9, 5, 1. And Melanie? 5, 5, 9. And Serena? 9, 2, 8. And Sumaya? 7-5-4-2. All right, as that gives UK a win in the head-to-head relay with 2-1, and that means it also concludes the match with the UK scoring 92 against Switzerland's 30 points. So congrats to UK for winning, and well done to everyone competing, and thank you for